Okay, I'm going to show you how I use the ruler in making sure my strips are straight. Excuse my stained ironing board cover. I have fresh muslin I need to put on that. So what I've done is I've taken this strip set, and it's just 2 strips, and I've laid it out on the ironing board, tried to keep it as straight as possible, and I've just kind of straightened it out with my hands. So it looks pretty straight, but now I'm going to just move the ruler up so that it bumps up against the bottom of that strip set. You can see, look here, it's pretty good. As you come along, it's pretty good until you get about here. And there's a bit of a space there. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to scratch that into place so that I close that gap. As I get further down, there's even more of a gap. So if there's that much gap, I might just pick it up and scooch it in. But you can just kind of scratch it in, scratch it down a little bit. Sorry, it's really hard to see this. So just kind of scratch it into place. And then what I do is I start pressing it. This is a hot iron. And I just press as I go along, being careful not to move it. I don't want to move the strip as I press it, so I'm being very careful not to move it. So now I've got it pressed, and I haven't moved the strip, so you can see the strip is still right along that ruler. So then what I'll do is I'll move the ruler out, and then I'll just run the iron along it. And what I want to do is I want to make sure that I go with the grain. I want to go back and forth or up and down. I don't want to go across diagonally and stretch it out. So I'm being really careful here not to move it. I don't want it to shift on that ironing board. So now I can put the ruler back, and I can see that that strip set is nice and straight. So when I sew it to the next one, see how nice and straight that is. So when I sew it to the next one, I'm going to do the same thing, and I'll have 4 of them together. Well, usually I put all 6 together. So, and then I'll put them all, I'll finger press them first. I always finger press first, and then I'll put them on the board, straighten them out by hand, and then push the ruler up against it and just manipulate it by picking it up and moving it if it's a big difference, and if it's just a small difference, I'll just scratch it into place. That's it.